Welcome to Golden Mountain, Golden Meadow. I hope everybody is fine, fit, and hell and hearty. Okay, as usual, I'm coming here to read out some of the text that we're supposed to be learning. And during this time, I prefer everybody, turning on your books and then read along with me as we are doing Unit 13, talking about the past. First, narrating past events. Well, regarding narrating past events, everybody knows from childhood that they need to inform, they need to express the information that they have experienced in their lives. So, to do that, they simply use simple past tense in their sentences. Let's get into our text itself. Reading, engage yourself. First part that is mentioned. The first one they have is engage yourself. Look at the picture and guess the answer to the following questions. Looking at the pictures, it reminds me of somebody or my childhood. So, okay, remember my childhood by remembering or retrospecting the childhood I remember. It's kind of okay, it's kind of memory that we have in our lives, what we used to do and what we didn't used to do. The time that we were children, we used to do lot of things. Okay, lot of things mean lot of things like okay, going to the field areas, going to pasture, going to swimming, going into riverbank, fishing, and so these are certain things that we do a lot. So for this time, I want okay, one of the mode, if possible. I want to make a mode. My major modulator has not yet arrived, so I do not prefer anybody spamming in this one, because everybody is into it and trying to learn everything that they need to learn. So it's very important that everybody who's trying to spam around or spam in the chat boxes, make sure that let's have a good environment in our studies. At least let's not have any kind of spamming or humiliating thing or harassing thing or pornographic or whatever vulgar languages that you be using. Most of the children that they've been disguising themselves with some other names, and they are trying to spam in this chatting. It will not give any outcome. Instead, it will give a lot of torture and tensions in a long run. So let's be good and turn on the book and let's start reading what we are supposed to do. Okay, so I don't even know, is Toxicybis, can you make me mode? When I don't do anybody, then I can't make. So I'll go back to our text and then I may disable the chat itself. It's going to be so filthy. So let's get into our picture itself. It's a picture. Looking at the picture, as I've already retrospected. Okay, those days when we used to play everywhere in the mud, in the forest, in the bushes, in a dark rooms, on the streets, everywhere in the streets and each and every place, everywhere, wherever we had our freedom to do that, because we were innocent, naive, and we did not know anything about the fear of politics or a war and all that. So we just enjoyed our childhood. So let's see what we have in our this picture and the following activities that follows the picture. Let's see. First thing that is saying is it's asking is, what do you see in the picture? How do they look like? Obviously the first answer will be, there are so many children and they look so dirty. The second question, how do they look like? They are quite filthy, but they are posing in one cluster. And then we have number C, why did the speaker cry? Where is the speaker? Anybody over here who's looking at crying? It's looking somewhat familiar to me, like Oliver Twist or something. Then we have, what did the angel do? Okay, before proceeding into it, I would like to inform a little bit about our own country, Nepal as well. We have a very beautiful landscape. On top of that, we have Himalayas, the majestic Himalayas, trying to pierce the sky from the height of above 8,000 meters sea level. So out of top 10 highest mountain in the world, 8 live in our country, Nepal. So if I have to talk a little bit about, I would like to talk about the Annapurna range, and among that we have Annapurna base camp. Base camp is somewhere about 4,000 meter above sea level, and we can access there through landscape itself, all the food trails. So you can make a trek, or you can even charter your helicopter and then land over there and have a little fun and observe the beauty of nature. It's so magnificent. It's gonna be really life living experience. It's something like living, surviving and living. We have got different terminologies. Surviving is just for mere taking in basic needs, and living is standard and luxurious life that we enjoy the beauty of everything around the world. So forgetting about the anxieties and tensions and hectic lives of our day-to-day jobs, we enjoy this particular thing. Well, if I have to read a little bit about the overview given over here, somewhere in a viator.com/stores Kathmandu Annapurna the base camp. So thank you very much, viator.com, for at least writing us little information about this. There are so many I saw, but that they're quite lengthy. So coming to this one, we have got little information. Let's grab this opportunity to read this overview. It says Annapurna region is lying almost 40 kilometers directly north of Pokhara. So from Pokhara, it's directly to the north, about 40 kilometers. It is an oval-shaped plateau which sits at an altitude of over 4,000 meters. As I've said, it's surrounded by ring of mountains. Everywhere mountains. Not only in the north. When you land over there, you find you are surrounded by these beautiful, magnificent mountains. The Annapurna range, most of which are over 7,000 meters. So when we come to the Annapurna range, then we have to remember that we not only focus on Annapurna 1. We have Annapurna 1, Annapurna 2, Annapurna South, Annapurna, and we do have Dhaulagiri range on the other side, and the other ranges are still there. But focusing on the Annapurna range, when we stand over there, you might not see Mount Machapuchre in the from the Annapurna base camp, but you can always see very directly, very from the aerial perspective, from the eagle's perspective, that you can directly see that it's smaller. But the one which you see from Pokhara, the majestic or standing tall mountain, Mount Fistel. Okay, what do you say? Machapuchre in Nepali. It's going to be very small compared to Mount Annapurna. So let's go forward further in reading. It says the Annapurna base camp trek. Okay, trek is also one of the most popular, best and classical trekking routes in Nepal. Annapurna base camp trek combines some of the most fantastic mountain scenery, passing through cascading waterfalls, forest, village in Annapurna region. Annapurna base camp treks offers a fine opportunity to surround oneself with Himalayan peaks, especially witnessing the glacier basin of Annapurna sanctuary formed by Annapurna Machapuchre. So drive to Pokhara 900 meter by tourist bus, 7 hours. Anyways, so this is very important thing to know, and when we be there, we are living our life. Literally, we are living our life. It's so beautiful. You once land over this, it's more than yesterday I was talking about Shangri-La in Pakistan, or K2 in Pakistan. Okay, let's not compare with another, but you still have paisa usul, that they call. Not only paisa usul, it's gonna be like a lot of profit that you're gonna gain, lifelong experiences in your life. So you can even note down, take photographs, and experience each and every moment with glee and jovial happiness. Okay, so jocund, jovial, happiness, these are some of the simple words that I'm using to make everyone understand. Okay, simple word, but you see the beautiful pictures taken in different seasons, and mostly we go during Dasani time in our time, because that time almost we all have got holidays. but most of the time we always remember that if you want to see a lot of snow, then you have to go in this rainy season, because most of the time it snows everywhere, right? Snowfall occurs everywhere during rainy season, and it's going to be March, April, May, June, July. And if you want to go just on foot and you don't want any rainfall or a lot of snowfalls, but you just want a scanty snowfalls, then you can you can take your route, or you can simply take your trail or trek, you can say, uh, starting from August, September, October, November. These are going to be best. December is going to be a little bit warmer, so you may face some difficulties. You may get difficulties in a sense, like you may have, you may have fogs, a lot of fogs or clouds rising up, because temperature is warming, and the mountains also would start evaporating. Because of that quick evaporation, you will not be able to see beautiful things. But if you are lucky, that those days too, it's gonna be clean and fantastic. Getting back to our reading, study time. Okay, study time. I would like to go back to little chats over there as well to see who's doing what. Big fan, OMG, Hamo sir, copyright strike incoming. Hey, Sulabh Supratik, who's going to have copyright? I just had okay, let's go to another. Utsav stress the PUBG Kholera Mero character ID Banda Zuma who's communicating with what? Sir, please make me mod. Oh, so we're gonna go forward to our reading category, that is now study time. Okay. Before study time, there was a question: what did the angel do? Where's the angel? I don't know where is the angel. Now let's come down to this poem, then we'll obviously understand what the meaning of angel, or how do they look like, what the picture is all about, what did why did the speaker cry. These are all questions answer we'll find in the poem that's given. Read the following poem and pick out the rhyming words first. Rhyming words, a kid's job. Okay, young tongue, weep, sleep, hate, something down over there. What is a hate, said, bear hair, night sight, jack, black key, free, run, sun, behind, win, boy, joy, dark, work, warm, harm. So it's quite easier, very easier. A B format. I mean A B B C format is very easier. So you have a couple rhyming lines every time. On top of that, if you have to count number of syllables, then we can find when my mother died. 1 2 3 4 5 6 I was 7 very 9 young 10. You have exactly 10 syllables in this particular line. Alright, it's gonna be heroic couplet, I think. Let's go with another line and check whether it has 10 syllables as well. 10 vowel sounds that you have to capture, and then they are called syllables. Let's go into it. And my to father, for sold, 5 me, 6 while, 7 yet, 8 my, 9 tongue. Okay, 10 altogether, 10. That means here too we have first line also we have got 10 syllables, and second line also 10 syllables. Let's hope that we have got all the sentences with 10 syllables, is because the poet is very careful about selecting the number of syllables in writing. He's writing in a heroic couplet kind, right? You have 10 syllables each. Okay, so when we have these type of things, couplets, that the couplets, let's count 1 2 scarcely, 1 2 3 scarcely, 2 means 1 2 3 cry, 4 5 6 7 8. We have 8 over here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So here we have got this balance. So first one's beautifully crafted, and then rest it's gonna be like this. It's something disorder is happening. The poem itself is telling that something disorder is happening, because initially it looked everything perfect. The structure of poem itself is saying that nothing is gonna be perfect, because the second, third and fourth line is like all disorder. The life is gonna be this. So there is something wrong with chimney sweepers, we can guess. Okay, when my mother died, I was very young. The speaker, the persona says I was very young, and my father sold me while yet my tongue. So I was not able to speak at that time. My father sold me as my mother died. Could scarcely cry, weep, 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 weep. So I cannot even cry at the time. So your chimneys I sweep and soot I sleep. Oh my goodness! So he started doing this type of dirty work, cleaning chimneys and the dirt, the black dirt that he used to sleep. And there's little Tom Dacre, our American manager character, I guess, who cried when his head that curl like a lamb's back. Oh my goodness, his hair is uncombed, not clean and not washed properly. It's like all dirty, like lambs, and it's curly and all that. Was shaped, so I said, okay. Hush, Tom, never mind it, for when your head's bare. So his head was saved anyway, and Tom never mind because it's bare. Head is bare. You know that suit cannot spoil your white hair. So when there is no hair at all, there is no chance of spoiling your hair. So it was easy going for him. There's never mind it. And so he was quiet, and that very night he was quiet. He was silent, and that very night, as Tom sleeping, he had such a sight. Now, when he started sleeping, he has kind of dream. Okay, dream itself. Why a kind of dream? It's a dream itself. Started dreaming that thousands of sweepers, oh, so many sweepers, thousands of sweepers, Dick, Joe, Nate, and Zach. Oh, okay, these all seems like the names of slaves at the time when Americans enslaved people and they bought and sold in America. Obviously, there was a system of selling and buying of human being in Asian countries as well. Most of the Maharajas, they used to tame slaves they as well. And now they like these names, they always look like that they are the symbols or representatives, emblems of those enslaved people, where all of them looked up in coffins of black. Oh my goodness, they all started locked up. They're all locked up in coffins of black, so all dark, and they were all locked up. And by came an angel who had a bright key. Suddenly, a bright key holder, an angel appeared, and he opened the coffins and set all of them free. Wow, what a dream! Freedom, dreaming of freedom. Nepal has been freed a long ago. Nobody is actually, captivating is the power of Nepal's attorney. Anyways, we Nepalese are glad that we have never been captured or colonized by anyone. We never had to be in a locked up situation, despite having lockdown situation because of pandemic corona. But still, we are free within ourselves, and we don't have fear of somebody's suppression, somebody's humiliations, or something like that. Let's get into the next line. It says, then down a green plain, still dreaming, leaping, laughing, they run. Their children are so much enjoying because they're not working at all. They're just enjoying their freedom and running, and they're running and changing in the in a meadow. All right, and washed in a river and signed in the sun. So they took deep into the river and then washed themselves. They were all shining in the sun, like bright as handsome and pretty and cute they could be in the sun. Then comes next stanza. It says, the naked and white. The naked means no clothes at all. White, all their backs left behind. So they just left everything somewhere in the bank of the river that they are swimming, and then rise up in clouds and sport in the wind. So started being sporty, entertaining the wind, and they were enjoying their lives. They were flying because they were freed. And the angel told Tom is still there, if he would be a good boy. Over here something is wrong. I think angel is trying to give a moral lesson over here. Despite being free, Tom, he would have God for his father and never want joy. So there is give and take barter system over here, taking God in place of father. Father has already sold him in place of, and he's missing his father. Probably he's not finding his father love, father's care, is not finding his father embracing him, loving him, caring him, and all that, protecting him from that. But here, while in sleep, he started dreaming that he would get God in place of father, and he would never want joy, any more joy, because he's going to get all of them at once. Provided that, and so Tom awoke, right? So Tom awoke, and we rose in the dark. So he was sleeping and he was dreaming of freedom, and he woke up and he rose in the dark, means at night somewhere, and probably in the dusk or before dusk, and got with our bags and our brushes to work. So they had lots of tools to clean the chimneys and still working. They're going back to their work, though the morning was cold. So it was obviously dusk, and then they're going to go to clean the chimneys of different people, maybe different factories. Tom was happy and warm now after dreaming of angel, and with the greed of getting God in place of father. He started being happy and energetic enough, and he was, despite having chilly cold morning, he felt warmth, because he had feeling of getting something, barter system, God. So if all do their duty, they need not fear harm. So at last they have to do their own duty. That's all. That means they have to continue their sweeping as a chimney sweepers. And this is written by William Blake. William Blake is such a romantic person, romantic eras, the one of the prominent leaders after William Wordsworth. He was the one who wrote Tiger. Tiger was able to compare about the strength of tiger with this innocent lamb. So, tiger burning bright. All right, that's what he used to. He had a very famous poem written. Let's go to the source that's given over here. The English Romantic Poet, an anthology. It's a collection of any literary piece is called anthology. Where here we have anthology of poems, edited with an introduction by Pramod K. Nair. So it's edited and introduced. So grade 10. That was little explanation as well as reading of that. That's what I was telling everyone. Okay, so going back, I just wanted to see who is saying hi. John Week, hi. Utsav Shrestha, message retracted. Okay, what is Koita? I'll make me mode when what? Okay, who's saying shout out? Utsav Shrestha, give shout out Utsav Shrestha, Lala. Okay, Utsav Shrestha, big fan. OMG, copyright strike incoming. Hey, okay, no problem. Going back to our reading again. We have a little bit left, I guess, in the reading section. Alright, we have got some exercises to do. Vocabulary in use. Find out the single words. Okay, find out the single words in bold from the poem for the following in bold. So in the previous page we have the words like angel, coffins, locked up, and so. Starting from top we have, okay, so bear, 1 2 3 4, only 4, and we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 words to fill up. Anyways, let's find out. A pipe or structure through which smoke or steam is carried away from a fire furnace. Obviously it's chimney. Black powder in the smoke of wool coal. Oh, that's soot. Okay, that's clearly mentioned, SOOT. And then number C, make a house etc secure by locking the doors and windows. So locked up was there. Naked, uncovered. What would be naked, uncovered? The words that are bolded was bare, right? Then we have box in which dead body is buried or cremated. Cremated means burnt, like in Hindu religion. Buried means buried in the tomb. So they are called coffins. Okay, coffins or coffin. Here is a box only, so coffin. Then number F, a divine or supernatural messenger from deity, angel. Wow, very interesting word. Now let's continue with reading and reading comprehension. We have read the poem again and answer this question. Who composed the poem? William Blake. Okay, very good. Why did the speaker cry? He was saved, that's why. His curly head was saved. And then what does the expression that curled like a lamb's back means? It probably, or it simply means it has curly hair. It was quite dirty and ugly. It was not washed long, right, for a long time. He didn't take bath at all. Then how did the angel open the black coffins? Black coffins was opened. He brought a bright key. So with the help of bright key, the angel opened the black coffins. At what condition would Tom get joy? So at what condition? This is provided by, that was I was saying, angel told Tom that in one condition you'd get joy, and that's going to be if he is going to be a good boy and continue his work to cleaning chimneys. Alright, doing his responsibilities and duties, the first task that he's supposed to do. Okay, it's kind of satiric as well as, there's no escaping from the jobs that we do. Then next we have is at number F. What do you think there might be in their bags? What do you think they have? Brushes, tools, or maybe brooms. Imagine they didn't have any masks at all. Number C. What did the angel tell to Tom? Angel told Tom to be a good boy and get God in place of father if he does his work or responsibilities, or take his responsibilities as a good boy. Then we have next question, that is how was the morning? Morning was chilly cold, as we first saw. It was dark and chilly cold. And number I, we have at the end of the poem, what message was given to Tom? So he has to keep on working, he has to be good boy, and satirically he has to be enslaved or render his child labor as usual. Okay, that's quite sad to answer as well. And we have used the words in the box to complete the summary of the poem. And the poem, we have lots of words in the box like chimney sweeping, shaved, dream, locked, fellow, fill, tools, boy, paradise, key. So we just need to fill them in the poem. Let me read out what is there. The speaker of the poem is a small boy who was sold into the chimney sweeping business when his mother died. He recounts the story of dream. He recounts the story of a dream chimney sweeper. No, it's not dream. It's supposed to be fellow chimney sweeper. The friends. Okay, fellow chimney sweeper, Tom Dacre, who cried when his hair was shaved. Okay, hair was shaved to prevent vermin and soot from infesting it. The speaker comforts Tom, who falls asleep and has a dream or a vision of several chimney sweepers all locked in black coffins. An angel arrives with the chimneys. An angel arrives with a special final ones. Okay, special bright key. It's supposed to be there's only key. Special key that opens the locks on the coffins and says the children free. Says the children free. The newly freed children run through a green. What do we have next word? Green field. Okay, and wash themselves in a river, coming out clean and white in the bright sun. The angel tells Tom that if he's a good boy, he will have this paradise, beautiful paradise, where happiness only lives for his own. When Tom awakens, he and the speaker gather their final word that we have is tools. Gather their tools and head out to work, thinking that one day they would have a better life. So seeking for the freedom, emancipation, the dream of America, American dreams where everything will be perfect and everything will be beautiful and paradise. So with that note, we end this particular paragraphs fill in the blanks part. And coming up next is C, follow-up activities. First question, how did you feel when you read the poem? I didn't feel good. I felt sad. I felt sarcastic. I felt that it is kind of satirical. I felt that the children had to render the services. It's a shame as well as insult of mm, the strong people like us who's supposed to render our services and do the jobs. Okay, tell it to your friends. I'm telling to everyone who's live and offline who's going to see in the future as well. Number two, have you ever seen a child like Tom Dacre in your locality? Nowadays, everybody goes to school. In the pandemic like this, everybody's enclosed and locked up within their houses, but they are not going to sweep any kind of chimneys, or they're not going to work at all. They're just sitting in a gadget and staying in front of gadgets and just pretending to be studying, and they would be studying a part of it when they are called, "Oi Ram!" and then suddenly speakers on, "Yes ma'am, yes sir, are you reading? Yes sir, yes ma'am," and starts playing other games when he was not or she was not called out. So shouting out should be there. Shouting out the names would bring be what is that called? Would drag their attention temporarily at least. So have you ever seen children like that? In my locality, they just said if yes, when and where, what does he or she do? Okay, I've already done, and I don't find anyone who's like the one that's mentioned in the poem, like Tom, whose father sell his own son and then make him work on the industries. Okay, I don't see that particular thing. Well, if I have to go back to some of the comments that we have. Hello sir, Ranger Solti says hello. Prarambha Andhikari, Sulabh Supratik. Oh, burning what? Prarambha Andhikari is burning fire? Is it cold? That much cold? It's not. Alright, going back to our text. It's gonna be grammar. How much time? Should I end this particular streaming right now? How much time do we have already taken? It's not showing anywhere. Where is it? Average watch time 3.333. Then concurrent viewers only 4. Okay, that's good. For playbacks 40. Timing is not mentioned right now, or I don't see it. Ha ha ha. Prarambha Adhikari, hello. Are you real Prarambha Adhikari? Also, disguised one. Most of the children over here, most of the people who are seeing live are actually fake. Mostly. Or names like Venom. If they see a cobra, then they'll be running away. That's for sure. M Crosser. Soltilai Modre. Haha. Dhanyavad Guruba. Okay, anyways. So we'll continue with the reading section. Shall I wrap up? Okay, for today then I should wrap up, and we'll continue with the grammar in the next live session. For now, take care everybody. Good day. Bye bye. Have a wonderful day. Do you recommend GIHE? GIHE. Hello sir, fake Prarambha Adhikari. Okay. Anyways, recommending GIHE. Everybody recommends. Every school and colleges that's quite renowned, and I'm not an exception. So you understand what I mean. Alright, bye bye everybody. Take care. Bye bye.